Hello, my friends. Happy New Year. This is my one and only time saying it because we be dragging out that Happy New Year's message. Today's Thursday, January 5th. So I wanted to tell you all Happy New Year and that I hope things have been going well. Now, as a part of that, I do also want to remind you that my Notary Gems guide is available in the shop. Link is below directly to it. It's only $7, you guys. And it has loads of helpful information in there for you if you're considering getting started as a notary, or if you're already a notary and are looking for ways to increase your earnings. Now, I will say I'm not the notary who replaced their full-time income with the notary business. That's not what I'm here to tell you to do. What I am here to tell you to do is to use that little notary stamp to supplement and add to your income. That is what I do. I'm a part-time notary who enjoys doing it in my spare time to make extra money. Now, I tend to like general notary work. I prefer that to closings. But if you want to start working on loan closings, I do also have my top signing agencies in there where I get my assignments from because I do accept those appointments sometimes. It depends on the money. Yes, those are the appointments that can go up to like $150. That's the most I've ever received. My very first loan closing assignment, I believe it was like 120. I got paid 100 or 120, something like that. But all I'm saying is this video is about cons, but there are pros to working as a notary. And if you want to get started, go ahead and get my guide. $7. It's in the description. Now, when it comes to the cons of being a notary, I like to be very transparent. I'm also one of those people who can just complain a lot. So if these aren't bothersome to you, it's okay. That means you don't really have any cons to being a notary. I have cons that I deal with when I take appointments. The first one being right now is flu season, right? I'm a little bit of a germaphobe. So every time I hand someone a pen or they ask to use my pen, I am freaking out in my head because I don't like people using my pen. I take a pen with me wherever I go. When I'm at a restaurant and they bring my check, I do not use their pen. I have my own pen. I don't like holding the little booklet that they put the receipt in. I don't like touching other people's things. It grosses me out. It just does. So that for me is a con. The whole flu season, the germs, the exchange of paper, pen, that sort of thing, the clipboards. So to combat that, I just carry wipes with me everywhere I go, whether they're Lysol wipes, Fabuloso wipes, or they're just alcohol wipes. I take them with me wherever I go. My friends know you open up my purse, I've got a full pack. What do you need? And I've always been that way, even before the panty. Like I like to clean surfaces. I don't like touching other things that people have touched. It just grosses me out. So that's one of the biggest things for me, especially right now in this flu season. Everyone's getting sick left and right. Everybody's getting sick. I don't want to get sick. That's just a thing for me. And if you weren't aware, I'm also a caregiver to my dad who lives with me full time. So I try to be very cautious and avoid as many germs as I can, at least the unnecessary ones. And don't go in my comments talking about you got to build your immunity up. I am a grown woman of 36 years old. I don't need anyone else's germs to help build my immunity up, okay? So don't tell me that. Another thing that is a con or a downside, whatever you want to call it, to being a notary is you don't necessarily know when your next appointment is coming in. Some people are really good at keeping a steady flow of business every day. I am more like when they come, they come. People call me, text me. I get emails through my Google business page, or I get signing notifications. But one, because I work full time, I'm not always able to take every appointment. And two, you're not guaranteed to know when those appointments are coming in. I definitely have times where I feel like I'm getting all the appointments in a row. And then there are times where I may not hear anything for a couple of days. Either way, it's okay. It usually balances out. But again, this is not my full-time job. I am part-time. So the risk is a little less for me when it comes to that. The traffic. How could one forget the traffic? I'm in Atlanta. The traffic sucks. I don't know how else to say it. So leave on time, leave early because you never know what's going to happen, especially if you got to get on 75, 85. Me personally, I don't go outside of a 5-mile radius from my home. I'm not doing it. And because I'm part-time, it's just not worth it to me to go across town for the $50 or $75, or even the $150. Sometimes I'm going to say no. It depends. People's scents and odors. I don't know how to really, I don't want to shame anyone, but some people, let's just say their hygiene may not be the best or the smell in their homes may not be the best. That's another reason why I don't like doing loan closings, because I don't like going into people's homes. And if they want to read everything on every document, then you're going to be there at least an hour, right? Usually you can be in and out in an hour, but you could be there a little longer than an hour. And for me, that's just a little too long to be smelling people's dogs and cigarettes and their old perfume. I don't want to say old people perfume, but you know what I'm talking about, like that white diamonds. I don't want to smell that for an hour and 20 minutes. And if you wear white diamonds, no offense, it's just not, I'm not a fan. The last thing I would say that really bothers me sometimes is getting documents late. I'm talking about you've accepted a signing from a signing agency and you're waiting for the documents to be available for you to print. I like to print my stuff in advance because I want to go through and I'm going to tag everywhere that needs to be signed. I am not the person who can fly by night, flip through and get it all done. I have missed a signature before, okay? I've missed a signature on a closing before and had to go back to this man's place of business to get this one thing signed. I don't want to ever have to do that again. So for me, I am going to make sure that I am flagging and tagging everything and making sure that I have all the pages because I don't want to have to go back. So that's one of the things is you may sometimes get the documents late, which is super inconvenient because the minute something happens or a page is missing or a page is cut off or your printer choked, these things happen and it just kind of makes you look bad. If you're late, or if you miss a page, you miss a signature, it makes you concerned that the signing company may not want to work with you again. So, that's just one of the things that can and will happen, especially if you're focusing on loan closings, is sometimes they are getting those documents together down to the wire. So try to give yourself as much time as possible, but sometimes you're just not going to be able to help it. So there's good and bad to every career path you choose, no matter what. Even me as an HR professional, and that's a video I should probably talk about, the good, bad, and ugly of working in HR. But as a notary, you've got a lot of flexibility. And like I said, especially during these times when things are a little shaky out there, it's nice to be able to make extra money on the side and supplement your income. Because if you need to go hard and do a full time, I'm sure you can. There's business out there, there's money to be made. So, again, if you haven't received a copy of my guide or purchased a copy of my guide, please check out the link below. Invest $7 and start making money on your terms. Thanks for stopping by, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Bye.